I guess we are live. So hello everyone. Yes, we are live now. So hello everyone. I welcome you all to the YouTube live session presented by SATLAS. I hope my voice is clear and you all are able to see my screen too. So can I get a confirmation if my voice is clear to everybody? Okay. Okay. I guess yes. Okay, that is great. So basically, as you must have seen that short video that we have uploaded in the afternoon, right? Simply giving you that thing that how we are going to basically bring the upcoming videos, and today's session is also the part of that series that we are calling the final touch-up series, right? As we all know, and you might be preparing so hard and so fast, right? In the last time, the last revision lab is also going on, and you have the exam. Let's say, I guess hardly 7 days are remaining there. So definitely you must be looking here and there for the tips and tricks, and also some last like moment things that okay that you get easily from anywhere, that you just want to know that okay which can increase your marks in any way, right? So definitely for to solve all your queries regarding the exam, and also to sort out all the problems related to these kind of things, okay, where you can get all the tips and tricks and all the relevant content, not like okay that is basically that should be as per the examination, right? So there should not be like overloaded information. That should be like the information should be as per the examination, and that can actually help you out, right? So again, Satlas has brought up this session for you, and this whole series is going to be called the final touch up series. Basically, from the name itself, we can understand that final touch up that you need, right? So today we are starting with the mathematics session, and in the upcoming days at the same timing you are going to get the session for the English section too. That is basically the reading and the writing section. Okay, and I'm also going to come again. Okay, so that is it. Now, if I talk about that, what we are going to do in today's session is basically what. First of all, I'm going to teach you few very important topics. Okay, first thing first, we're going to revise them, and then we'll do some good questions that are definitely relevant for your examination. But the more important point is that I would really like to solve all the doubts and queries you have. That is definitely one of the major reason that we are bringing these sessions. Okay, so please try to put in your queries in the comment box, so our team and me, we all can sort them out. Okay, so we'll start with the session now. Hello. Yes. So basically, the very first topic that we're going to pick today, we'll do few topics related to function. Okay. Now, if I talk about function, so you should know that in your unit 3, that is basically the passport to mathematics, okay, or advanced mathematics, we have a topic called function, right? Now, student definitely like have not a very good feel about the function. They do very simple question related to them. But today I will try to give you those kind of question, like give you the idea about those questions which you are actually going to face in the examination. Okay, like the question related to area, question related to domain, and then we have question related to like proportion. So everything like not proportion that you have read in the unit 2, but also like how proportion can be merged with the function, and also like how you can have difficult question, because I have seen many students who found unit proportion like topics very easy, but that does not mean that the question is also going to be easy, because Today we'll see that how they simply like give you a lot of information in a single question. So how you need to deal with that. So let us start with the session. Hello, Abhi. So now the first topic is basically the area enclosed by curves. Okay, now area enclosed by curves, from the name itself, we can understand that basically we must be like, okay, given a curve and we need to find the area enclosed by that. Now, what is one thing that you need to simply keep in mind while solving these kind of questions? So the basic tip is that in order to find the area enclosed by the curve, you only need to know one thing. That is what? X-intercept, Y-intercept, and any point of intersection of curves. So they're not going to ask you some very difficult question. So three things you need to keep in mind, that you need to quickly calculate the X-intercept, Y-intercept, and also the point of intersection. For point of intersection, you need to calculate the what? You need to solve the system of equation. And for X-intercept, Y-intercept, I have already told you many times in the previous session that how we calculate them. So I will request you to simply visit the previous videos and get the idea. Okay. Now, if we talk about the first question, so basically here you can see that the graph of y equal to minus x square plus k is shown in the xy plane above, where k is a constant, and then we have been okay given that area of triangle PQR that you can see here. It has been given what? It is 64. Then what is the value of k? From one thing that you need to know that this parabola's equation is what? Y equal to minus x square plus k. Now, what I told you that you need to quickly calculate x-intercept, y-intercept, right? Now, one thing I can clearly see here that if I put x equal to 0, I will get y equal to k. So this q point is nothing but 0 comma k. So how we are going to get the point P and R? For that is nothing but your x-intercept, and for x-intercept, what we do? We put y equal to 0. So if you put y equal to 0, that will give you minus x square plus k equal to 0, or we can see that x square equal to k or x equal to plus minus root k. So P will be minus root k comma 0 and R will be plus root k comma 0. From here only we can understand that the height is k and the base is nothing but this length is root k, this length is root k. So the base is nothing but 2 root k. So what is the area of triangle? We know that 1 by 2. Yes, anybody? Very simple formula. We have 1 by 2 times base into height. So 1 by 2 into 2 root k multiplied with k equal to 64. From here only we'll see that k root k is 64. Now here students start. See, in these type of question, you need to have a certain aptitude level too. Now, what do I mean by aptitude? Basically, sometimes we don't need to perform few steps of the calculation. We only like can solve the upcoming steps or basically the steps that are needed to solve the like the further calculation. We can simply solve them by intuition. Like here, k root k 64. Then you need to think of a number k which will give you k root k value is 64. So I know that okay, if I see 64, few basic pairs come to my mind. Like 16 into 4 will come to my mind, or 8 into 8 will come to my mind. Clearly, I know one thing. 16 into 4. Yes, 16 into root 16. Clearly, k is 16. Now, sir, how you have solved it very quickly? See, these type of intuition only comes through practice. So definitely, as I've been saying before also, that you can solve most of the question in the SAT, but it is all about that how you are able to solve maximum number of questions correctly, because out of 58 questions, if you are able to solve 55, 56 question, 54 question, okay, then only you can expect a score of more than 750 or 760, particularly in maths. Okay, for that we need to have that extra hard work. Okay, now let us focus on the next question. Hello, Rock. Now the next question is basically the second question. We have the graph of y equal to x squared. Then we have y equal to minus x squared plus 32, which have been shown in the above figure. What is the area of the rectangle? Now again they're asking for the rectangle. So again that x intercept, y intercept, and the point of intersection. Clearly I can see that B and C are the point of intersection. Yes or no? Because this is the parabola y equal to x squared. This is the parabola y equal to minus x squared plus 32. How we can find the point of intersection? That I have already told you in the previous session. Just put them equal, because here you have y equal to this. Second equation is already telling you y equal to this. So you put this equal to this. Basically, what I'm trying to say, put x square equal to minus x square plus 32. From here you will get 2x square equal to 32. From here you will get x square equal to 16. From here you will get x equal to plus minus. Okay, so we have got b will be minus 4 comma something, c will be 4 comma something. Sir, how will we get the value of y coordinate for b and c? Just put the value of x in any of the equations. So if I put here you can see that if I put -4 or +4, I will get the same value by that is 16. So this will be 16, this will be 16. Okay, now one thing. What is that? I told you one more thing in the previous session. What was that? That whenever we have a point, then if we draw a perpendicular to the x-axis, then what? The y-coordinate will become 0, but x-coordinate will be same only. So A will become -4 comma 0. What D will become? So that will become 4 comma 0. Now tell me, if you want to find the area of rectangle, we know that the breadth into height or breadth into width, right? Basically, like here I just said height because it is definitely looking like that we have AB as height. Okay, but not an issue. We just need to take the product of the what? Two consecutive edges. So basically, this length is 16. This length is also 4 plus 4, 8. So 16 times 8 is your answer. That will be 120. Got it? 128 is your answer. So I'm going to go a little bit fast. Okay, but if you have any doubt, then please put it in the comment box. Definitely, I will look into that. Our team will look into that, and we're going to sort that out. But please tell me that are you able to understand the solution? We have solved two questions till now. Is this space is fine? Okay. So now basically what the third question we have. The third question is basically giving you the information that is this parabola is y equal to minus x square plus 4x plus 5, and they're asking the area of the rectangle OPQR. OPQR. Clearly I can see that O is nothing but origin, but I need to find the value of what P and R, and from that I can get Q. Sir, how? Because Q will be nothing but what? Let's say if I assume P as 0 comma, let's say K, and if I assume R to be h comma 0, so Q will automatically become h comma 0. Are you getting my point? H comma K. And we don't even need Q. Why? Because if this is a rectangle, then you only need two edges, right? OR and OP. Yes or no? So we will get that once we get the P and R. Now, how we will get P and R? Come on. By simply calculating the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Now, for P, we will put yes, x equal to 0. If I put x equal to 0, I will get y equal to 5. From that, I will get 0 comma 5 as p. For r, we know one thing. What is that? That for r, you are going to put y equal to 0 for r. If I put y equal to 0, I will get minus x square plus 4x plus 5 equal to 0. Or I can write it as x square minus 4x minus 5 equal to 0. Or we can write it as x minus 4. Or a second, we need to know that what will be the factors. So here you can see that we have minus 5. So actually we can write x minus 5. Let me write it more here. X minus 5 and x plus 1. X plus 1. So you'll get this. And from here, x is nothing but minus 1 and 5. Clearly, r is on the positive x-axis. So this will be 5 comma 0. So this length is 5. This length is 5. So what is the area? So 5 into 5, that is 20. Here, very simple. I know that okay, you might find this question easy, but why? Because now you know the pattern that okay, sir, once I'll see the question that is simply asking me the area enclosed by the curve, I will quickly jump over three information, x-intercept, y-intercept, and what? Yes, the point of intersection. But I will still recommend please read the question carefully and don't try to find those information which are of no use. Okay, because that is something that student need to understand if they really want to use their time. Okay, uh, basically what you just waste time in few of the questions, right, in the examination, and that simply brings you a high penalty when some good questions are there and which do require a good amount of time. Okay, that you must have been saved okay in the previous basic and easy question. So don't try to like okay simply find those information which are definitely irrelevant as per the answer required. Okay, so please keep that thing in mind. Now next question. The next question is again, we can see that here we have been given a parabola y equal to 1 by 8, x times x minus 8. Clearly, we are having a factor form. From there, we can calculate the O in this point. Okay, but let us see that. Okay, like right now, I'm stopping myself. Why? That let me read the question, what the question is asking. And they have given me y equal to 1 by 2x. Okay. So what is the area of right triangle OPQ? So they are asking me the area of this. Now there will be no point of calculating Q. Why? Because it won't help us. We want the area of triangle OPQ. So I want PQ, I want OQ. So O is nothing but origin, so 0, comma 0. But we want to find P, right? And from here you can see that y equal to 1 by 2x. Okay. So I have the parabola as y equal to 1 by 8x x minus 2. We will put it here 1 by 2x equal to 1 by 8x x minus 2. From here x cancel out. 2 times 4, 8. 4 equal to x minus 2. From here x equal to 6. We have got x equal to 6. So P is nothing but having x coordinate 6. If I put 6 in any of the equation here or here, you can put it here also. So 6 by 2, 3. 6 comma 3. Now, if I drop a perpendicular on x-axis, what will be q? That will be 6 comma 0. What is the base? Sir, 6. What is the height? So that is 3. 1 by 2. So the answer is 9. It will hardly take you 30 to 40 seconds to solve any question if you know the direct approach. Now, it is not that much hard. Still, you have 7 days. Please try to attend the sessions, okay? And with full sincerity, you will learn, trust me, those things which are definitely relevant as per the examination, and you will be able to utilize the tips and tricks and all the knowledge that you're learning directly in the examination, okay? Because as I have been repeating this thing from my very first session, that SATLAS has one thing, that is the credibility and also the quality of the content. We don't want to like simply like flood our whole platform with the content. We are going to give you the exact thing that you require to have that perfect score in the examination. Okay, we don't want to say that okay, you have this much thing to solve, this much thing. We have put thousands of questions, but trust me, even if you solve half of them, even if you solve them by following by a particular strategy, you will be able to crack this exam very easily. Anybody can crack this exam. There is no cutoff for like that, right? But it is all about that how much you are able to score. Out of 600, if you are scoring, let's say 1400, 1450, 1500, 1380, these kind of scores will definitely boost up your application that you're going to simply use or simply going to do the next year or whatever this year too. Okay, so that is something that you need to keep in mind. Now, next topic, again a very important topic, one of the most misunderstood topic. Not like okay, it is tough or easy. It is an easy topic, but still I have seen student okay who struggle with it just because they don't have a basic understanding. They will simply try to cram the thing that okay, how I calculate the domain, how I calculate the range. That is it. So let me take 2 to 4 minutes to simply give you a basic thing that what do we mean by domain and range and how we quickly calculate it. So basically, if we talk about domain and range, one thing that you need to understand that we have a function. Now, function is nothing but what? It is kind of a machine, right? How a machine works. Machine simply works on the input and it gives you some output. Function is kind of that only. Now, I could have given you a formal definition of function, okay? But in layman language, I can simply tell you function is a special kind of relation between variables. So to make you more feel it, like what is going on here, I will tell you that function is a machine where you give some input, you take some output. Okay. Now it depends on machine to machine. Yes or no? Like if I give, like we have threshold, let's say, okay, threshold do one thing that you simply put big boulders, big stones into that, and it will completely convert them into small pebble or sand, right? You cannot like put mango in that, right? You will put mango in the juicer or mixer, right? And then you'll get the pulp or whatever juice you want to take out, right? So that is something that each machine works as per like okay how it is made. So similarly, each function will have to work on the basis of that only. Like if I give you fx equal to 2x plus 2. So if I put x equal to 2 here, you will get what? You will get 2 into 2, 4, 4 plus 2, 6. You cannot get some other value. Are you getting my point? If I define function, let's say as x square, here if I put x equal to 2, you will get x equal to 4. You're getting my point. Point is that these input that you're giving in, this is called a domain of the function. The value that you're taking out, sorry, this will be y value, y equal to 4. The value that you're taking out is nothing but the range of the function. I hope you are definitely being clear with the concept. Now, if we are talking about y, we all know that y value is represented on the y-axis, and x is nothing but the horizontal axis, right? One thing that, sir, okay, now we've understood the definition of domain and range, but how we utilize them in the questions? Basic idea. They will ask you directly, calculate the domain of this function. But sir, how I am able to calculate the domain? Very basic thing. Like if I ask you that if I give you a very big machine which converts the brick boulders into sand, okay. But let's say even if I don't tell you that you have to put big boulders, okay. And if I ask you that what is that thing that you're going to put into that machine, thrashing machine, in which you're getting the output this, okay. So from your intuition itself, you will be able to tell me that okay, so you will put big stones into that, right? So that is something that it all depends on that how you are able to analyze the function. Like in function, if I say 1 by x is here, this is a function. If I ask you, what are the values of x you can put here? What is the domain of the function x? So can I put 2 here? Yes. Can I put 4 here? Can I put 100 here? Can I put 1 million here? Yes. Can I put minus 1000 here? Yes. Can I put minus root 3 by 2? Yes. But can I put x equal to 0 here? No, I will stop you there. You will, in fact, you will stop yourself. Why? Because we have learned one thing from the childhood that in mathematics, any fraction, any rational thing we have, it should never have denominator equal to 0. Are you getting my point? That is something that we need to keep in mind. Now, if I say 1 by x minus 2 is a function, it will directly say that x can take all values, but it will never take 2 because at 2, x equal to 2, it is becoming 0. Are you getting my point? Similarly, if we talk about square root, then square root are always calculated for a zero value or some positive value. You cannot tell me, sir, what is square root of minus 6? Don't tell me it is minus 4. Okay, no. Square roots are not defined with negative values. So if I say square root of, let's say, x plus 2. So you, if I ask to domain, you will say, sir, all the values for which x plus 2 equal to 0 or x greater than equal to, sorry, x plus 2 greater than equal to 0 or x greater than equal to minus 2. This is your domain. I hope the idea of domain is clear. Okay, now let us focus on the questions. So we have two questions here. From here, if the function given above which of the following represent its domain. So fx is root x divided by x minus 3. From here we know one thing that root x is there, so x should be positive, right? And x minus 3 is there, so x can take all values, but x cannot be 3. So I can see that x can take all positive values or 0 also, but it should not be 3 because the moment it will become 3, root x will be defined, root 3 is defined, but 3 minus 3 will be 0 and it will make the function not defined. So D is absolutely correct. So I know that you must have find this question easy, but now if you have learned what I have taught you in the last 10 minutes, trust me, you will be able to do any difficult question to of the domain as per the like SAT exam is done. Question number 2. Which of the following represent the range of the function? Now the question is asking you about the range. Sir, what to do now? Because if you would have asked us domain, sir, it would have been x greater than equal to 2. Okay. No, that should not be the answer here for range. Why? Because range is something that tells you that what are the values that fx will take. Are you getting my point? So we know one thing that square root whatever you calculate square root of, let's say you calculate square root of 1000, square root of 5, square root of 1, square root of 0. This value is always going to be greater than equal to 0. Yes or no? Have you ever seen that square root value is negative? Yes, sir. We know that x square is 16. So we say x equal to plus minus square root of 16. This plus and minus is different. This is the value of it. We're talking about this square root of 16 will give you what? So it will only give me 4. That plus minus I'm putting by myself. Are you getting the idea? Are you getting the point? So that is something we need. So we know one thing that square root of x minus 2, whatever value of x will be there, it will be greater than equal to 0. But if I simply subtract 5 on both sides, I can see that this is the function. So from here, function is greater than equal to minus 5. So y is always greater than equal to minus 5. So this is your range. Got it? Okay. So basically, this was the idea behind domain and range. So are you getting the explanation or not? Sir, you are solving all the questions yourself. I guess few of the students might be thinking that. See, point is that definitely now the next few question I will ask you to solve it, or we can simply adopt that kind of exercise too, because I guess that will give you more motivation or actually like make you more exciting. Okay, regarding like answering the question, I guess so. Okay, so not an issue, but point is that first of all we have to discuss the composition of function. Anybody in who is watching us, like, can tell me what do we mean by composition of function in your own language. I'm not asking for any formal definition. Nobody is going to ask you that. But tell me, what do you mean by composition of function? What do we mean by composition of function? So basically, composition of function is what? When we give another function, okay, or let's say when we give one function to some another function as an input. So what? Basically, we know that function is what? As I told you, like as I just taught you 5 minutes back, input and output. But when that input is itself a function, so how? Let's say if I have a function, what? G. Okay, in that I'm giving this fx as an input. Now this fx is also having some input. So if I give it some input, it will give me some output. But this output of fx is acting as an input to g, and that will give me some actual output of what? Of the composition g of n. Are you getting the idea? One function to another? Yes, yes, kind of. We can say that, but I hope now it is more clear to you that how that one function to other is actually like, okay, we need to understand in the language of mathematics, right? Basically, what is happening, as I told you, we have a function. It is going to take some input. It is going to give you some output, but that output now is not your final output. It will be again an input, okay, for some another function, and then it will give you the output. Let me give you one very basic example. Okay, let's say if we take one very basic example, let's say potato is there. So let's say if I have a machine M1, you put potato in that, okay, and it give you slices of potato. Okay, but again that slices you're going to put them in M2, and they're going to finally produce the so-called the Lay's, right? On many like okay products we have, but definitely like from the name Lay's, one thing must have come to your mind. No, not the potato chips, the air I'm talking about. Okay, the nitrogen gas that is definitely put into that, and I guess like okay, they are taking the money for that particular thing only. Yes or no? Right. Now I have like okay, whenever I have to buy that packet of chips, I myself prepare myself that okay, I have to buy this much amount of chips. So like earlier I used to buy let's say 2 packets. Now automatically like I will pay for 4 packets because I know that because in those 2 packets how much air is going to come. So I am going to buy 4 packets only, right? So I hope you are able to relate this thing with me. But yes, through this example, I hope you're able to understand that this first function give you some output, but it again what acted as an input to the next function. And then you got the final output. That is what is happening here. So basically what like this function. Example 1, f of x is 3x, g of x is x minus 4. What is g of f of 3? From g of f of 3, you need to know one thing. F of 3 is there. You calculate f of 3, that will be 9. But this 9 is not your answer. This 9 is going to be the input for g of x. What is g of x? Sir, x minus 4. So 9 minus 4 is 5. 5 is your answer. Got it? So please, if you have any doubt, then ask me because this is a very important topic. So next example is again a very important one. Where fx equal to 3x minus 4, g of x is nothing but it is not exactly kind of a composition of function, but yes, this type is also included here only that they are writing g of x. They are writing g of x in terms of fx, like 2 times fx plus 3 is nothing but g of x. Now they are saying that if g of k is 0, what is the value of k? So from here, if I take g of k will automatically become 2 times f of k plus 3. Now g of k is 0, so this should also be 0. So f of k is equal to what? Yes, minus 3 by 2. But we know that what is f of k? F of k is sir 3k minus 4. This is minus 3 by 2. From here, you can get the value of k. What is that? So that is 5. So remember this. Okay, got it? And how we have solved the example 2. If you have understood the example 2, I'm giving you 30 seconds for the first question because first question is nothing but is definitely similar like what the example 2. Come on, solve the question number 1 in the practice. Yes, come on. So we are having the option B or C. But in examination, we're going to put only one option. What we should go for, B or C? Okay, so basically C. Okay, for D. So let us see. So here you can see that f of x has been given to us, that is 5x plus 3. Now point is that g of x is 3 of fx minus k and g of 2 is 25. The moment you see it, g of 2 is 25, just put 2. G of 2 is the 3 f of 2 minus k. This should be equal to 25. You need f of 2. Quickly calculate f of 2 will be 5 into 2, 10, 10 plus 3, 13. So 3 times 13, so minus k equal to 25. So from here, I guess k will be equal to 3 into 13, 39 minus 25. So yes, 14 is absolutely correct. Good. Next question is a good question. Okay, I'm not going to give you 30 seconds. Let me make it more difficult for you. I'm giving you 20 seconds. Come on, try it. The time starts now. I don't think that's you're giving so less time. Try it. Come on. At least try to solve it. Like, okay, even if you're in the midway, then that is also fine. Simple question. I need the correct option from you guys. Come on. So basically, if we try this question, f of x has been given ax plus b, g of x is 2fx minus 3. Now they have given us two conditions. G of 1 is 3 and g of 3 is 5, right? Now point is that here you need to understand one thing. What is that? What is the value of b here? What is the value of b here? So we know one thing, that g of x is 2fx minus 3. I'm going to put fx here. So why are you putting that? Because I have unknown a and b there. Okay. So I'm going to make one equation. So directly I can utilize g of 1 and g of 3. Okay, by making two equations. So 2 times ax plus b minus 3. I guess this will become 2ax plus 2b minus 3. Right. Now we know one thing, g of 1 is 3. So if I put x equal to 1, this will give me 2a plus 2b minus 3 equal to 3. Yes. So from here 2a plus 2b is equals to 6. Okay. So from here a plus b is 3. Second, g of 3 is 5. If we put x equal to 3, so 2 into 3 is 6. So 6a plus 2b minus 3 equal to 5. Or from here, 6a plus 2b is equals to 8. Or 3a plus b equal to 4. Now you should be able to visualize that now everything should not be written. Just try to do the elimination. If I subtract the above equation from the below equation. I'm not saying I'm subtracting below from above. I'm subtracting what above equation from below. Why? Because then 3a minus a will give me 2a. B and b will cancel out and 4 minus 3 is 1. Point is that here I've got a equal to 1 by 2. Now you put a equal to 1 by 2 here in the first equation. So 1 by 2 plus b is 3 or b is 3 minus 1 by 2, or I guess that will be 5 by 2. Any doubt? Definitely, I have done this question, okay, in a very quick manner, but you have to be ready now. Okay, we don't have much time. That okay, I'm going to explain you each and every step. I can explain you, but still, in the examination, you have to write much lesser than what I have written here. Okay, because you need to save time. Okay, there is no like bound on this space or thing, but trust me, the more you will try to write, the more you're spending your time. Okay, so try to quickly see the next step. Okay, so you don't have to write each and every step. Got it? Okay. So now next question is question number 3. Question number 3, very, very good question. Okay. An amazing question. And these type of questions you can easily expect in the examination. Why? Because see, they are not going to demand you so much calculation, but at least a little bit analytical skill will be required. Okay. A little bit of analytical skills will be required. So let us quickly see that how we're going to solve this question. Okay. So basically, if we try this question, they have given us the graph of fx function. And okay, what they're talking about, x is minus 3 to 7 does not matter. G of x is 3fx minus 1. But they're asking the values of k for which g of k is 8. Again, if g of k is 8, so I'm going to put x equal to k here. So this will give me g of k is equals to 3 times f of k minus 1, that should be 8. From here, 3 times f of k is equal to 9, and from here, f of k is 9. Now, f of k is 9. Now, remember one thing. I'm going to give you a very, very, very important result. Please, everybody, focus on the screen. Okay. If I have fx equal to, let's say, some value k. Okay. Or let me take, let's say, fx equal to some value a. Then what does it mean? That I have fx function, it will have some graph. Okay. Then this a is nothing but what you take it as y equal to a line. So it can be negative, so you will draw it below the y-axis. Let's see if I take for an example a equal to 4. So you'll draw y equal to 4. Now the number of point of intersection you have of this line in the, and this curve. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be the number of solution this equation. That is it. That is it. Whenever we have two function equal to each other, draw this graph, draw the graph of f1, draw the graph of f2, and the number of point of intersection you are able to see from the graph, that will be the number of solution of this equation. Now, this does not work on very complex function because they are not able to draw the graph every time. So don't like take this as a very huge thing. Yes, but it definitely works on this simple case. Like f of k is what? 9 here. F of k is 9. No, f of k is 3. 9 by 3, right? So f of k is 3. So 3 is this line. How many solution we are having? How many k values will be there? 1, 2, 3. So for 3 values of k, f of k will be 3. So definitely the answer is C. Got it? A very good question. Hardly you should take 1 minute to solve this question, but only when you have this idea that okay. Else you will go with the transformation also. But that is a very like okay good topic, but it is time consuming for many of the students. I have seen that. Okay, that is my observation. If you are very comfortable with that and you can do, you can solve the question using transformation technique even faster than what like in the way I have solved it, then please go for it. Okay, you're welcome for that. Okay, so let us go to the next part, that is function undefined. So it is nothing but kind of a extension of the previous topic that we learned regarding the domain and range. Because if you remember, what are the chances of getting the graph question? Very high probability, very, very, very high probability. In fact, you won't believe it. Like I can say that for sure that like in the half of the question in the SAT, you will find some kind of graph in that. Okay. Now it is not about that. Okay, sir, out of 50 question, I only found graph of 10 in 10 question. No, I'm not talking that. But the application of graph. Okay, they always try to bring the question that includes graph in some direct or indirect manner. Like they can give you a question on inequality where you have to draw the graph by self. They can give you a question on inequality where they will give you the graph and you have to at least simply analyze the given information and choose the perfect graph. Data interpretation is definitely incomplete without the question, which are definitely excluded with the graph. Not at all will you will find the question in which graph is not there. You will find them. Okay, and definitely when it comes to the function topic, graph plays a very important. Okay, so in graphs the data interpretation in which you can find tables also. I'm including tables also in the graph, okay, because that is something that you have to analyze. You have to use the analysis skill there. Getting the idea? Now, function undefined. So basically, function undefined here means what? That if I have any rational function, in which numerator is also a function of x, denominator is also a function of x. Okay. Point is that here px and qx both are nothing but polynomials, but this will only be defined when qx should not be 0. Or you can say it in other sense that this will be defined everywhere and it will be undefined at only those points where q of x is. Okay, so that is something you need to keep in mind. That if they ask you that okay, where it is defined, then you will simply say that all the other values of x except those values of x for which this is 0, or they can directly ask you where the function is undefined. So you have to just give the values of x for which q of x is 0. Okay, so we have two examples here. Let us see them quickly. That what do we have in them? So example one and example two. The example one is having a very bulky quadratic equation in the denominator, and they are asking that for what value of x this function above undefined. So we will directly put this expression equal to 0 because we just want to know that where this is going to be 0, right? So what they have done in this example, they've used a technique what like replacing or simply substitution. So x minus 3 is definitely being, you can see that it is occurring two times. So they have taken x capital X as x minus 3, so that you have to solve this simple quadratic equation only. But even after solving this out, once you will get the capital X value, I have seen student directly giving 6 and or minus 2 as the answer. But no, x is actually x small x minus 3. So you have to put x minus 3 as 6 and x minus 3 as minus 2, then you will get the actual values of x at basically the small x. Okay. Similarly, here example 2, same type of question. The only thing that you need to understand that this example they have provided you for this particular reminder. What is that? That never cross out or never cancel out the common factors, because that is a very huge mistake that students do because they don't understand the originality concept. In function, a function is not an original function if you modify it. Like if I give you fx equal to x square by x, it is not equivalent. It is not equivalent as, let's say, if we call it f1, if we call it f, it is not equivalent to x. Why? Sir, I can cancel, I can write it as here x equal to 0 is not in the domain. X cannot be 0. Here x can be 0. So both have different definitions. Got it? Okay. Now, so if we talk about the two questions that we have here, let us solve them quickly. So question number one, for what value of x is the function h above undefined? So clearly you can see that, sir, x minus 1 should not be 0. No, it can be 0. Why? Because it is in the numerator. Okay, it is in the numerator. Okay, we'll see that if for x equal to 1, the denominator becomes 0, then we won't accept it. But for now, we'll see that we have to solve that out. But for numerator, if I only look numerator, then x can take all the values. Why? Because numerator can be 0 anytime. Now we have to solve 4 times x minus 1. I'm going to take a little bit extra time to explain you that because this type of question might come in the examination. So 4 times x minus square minus 12 times x minus 1 plus 9. Now, I guess like, okay, you want to be like, okay, more comfortable with this question. So you can assume x minus 1 as capital X. So this will become 4x square minus 12x plus 9. This should not be 0, or basically they're asking undefined, so we'll put it equal to 0 deliberately. Now I have to, yes, we have to factorize this. So 9 into 4, 36. Okay. Now 36 is there. So what we can do, one thing, 18 into 2 is 36. But 6 into 6 is 36. So 4x square minus 6x plus 9 equal to 0. So from here, I will take 2x common. Okay, so this will give me 2x minus, if I take 2x common actually, so this will give me 2x minus 3. Okay, so 2x minus 3. From here, I have to take minus 1. 2x minus 3 and 2x minus 1 are you nothing but 2. So x will be nothing but what? 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. Once you get that, you will get the values of small x. That will be what? See, x is equals to x plus 1. So add 1. So 1 by 2 plus 1 and 3 by 2 plus 1. So this will become 3 by 2. This will become 5. So for two values, you can put any value in the, okay, in the simply your answer key and both will be correct. Okay, everybody got the explanation of the first question. Give me yes or no. Yes, give me yes or no. Okay, so now try this next question. I'm giving you 40 seconds. So I'm giving you 45 seconds. Come on, try. Question number two. Put your answers in the comment box. Last 20 seconds. See, that is three. Okay, we'll see that. So basically, if we try to solve this question, you can see that they are saying that for x equal to 1 and x equal to 3, the function is what? Undefined. So they're saying that for x equal to 1 and x equal to 3, the function is undefined. That means what? For x equal to 1 and x equal to 3, what? The denominator will be 0. So this thing should come to your mind. If you will waste your time in thinking that means you are not good or you are not comfortable with the concept, that means you will waste time. Might be you will be able to solve it, but if you're wasting the time, that means it is going to give like okay, will be a role of huge penalty in the good question. So please, okay, I hope you're getting the idea of where I'm reaching. Try to revise the concept. Okay, please have a good hold over these topics. So 1 minus a plus b equal to 0 and 9 minus 3a plus b. Sir, how you have written it directly? Come on, 1 x equal to 1, if you put 1 minus a plus b, if you put x equal to 3, so 3 square 9 minus 3a plus b. So here I can see that I have to solve these two. What they're asking the value of b. So what you can do one thing, if I multiply this equation with 3, this will become 3, 1, 3. 3 into minus a, that is minus 3a, and 3 into plus b will be 3, and 3 into 0 is 0. Clearly, I can see one thing that if I subtract these two, then what? Then what? Yes, a will be eliminated. So 9 minus 3a plus b equal to 0. Then we have 3 minus 3a plus 3b equal to 0. If we eliminate, like subtract, minus plus minus, so 9 minus 3, 6. This and this cancel out. B minus 3b minus 2b equal to 0. From here, B is excellent. C is absolutely correct. Good. But now, I guess you know the idea that, okay, whenever they will say undefined, the only thing that will come to your mind is what? That's a denominator should not be 0. Okay. So we'll see the next step. Okay, so we have 10 more minutes, okay, in the session. So I will try to cover this step, okay, because I would not leave any topic in the halfway. So definitely let us quickly solve. First of all, revise this particular topic, that is identical equation. Easily you will find at least one question. Okay. Identical equation always, like from this topic, one question you will find in the examination. We'll solve them three, four questions that are there, and then we'll have the idea that how to solve or how to build that approach, or even like how to solve the question easily. The identical equation is a very simple concept. What is that? The two expression left hand side and right hand side are always equal. Okay. But sir, but yes, LH is equal to RH, sir. This is what we call an equation. Yes. But that is a condition. Like if I give you 2x plus 4 equal to 10, you will say that 2x equal to 6, right? And x equal to 3. So this is true for x equal to 3 only. If I put x equal to 4, this is not going to be true. Are you getting the point? So this is an equation. So what is an identical equation? Identical equation is like that. Let me give you an idea. let's say 2 times x minus 1, 2 times x minus 1 equal to, let's say, 2x minus 2. Here you can see that if you put x equal to 2 here, so this will give you 2 into 2 minus 1, 1 equal to 2. Here if you put x equal to 2, so 2 into 2, 4, 4 minus 2. If you put 3, 2 into 3 minus 1, 2, so 2 into 2, 4. If you put 3 2 into 3, 6, 6 minus 2 is 4. So you can see that it is going to be true for all the rest. Why that is happening? Very simple, because here if you try to solve it out, you can see one thing, that this 2x and 2x will cancel out and you will get minus 2 equal to minus 2. So here x is getting what eliminated. There is no x. And after eliminating x, or basically when x gets eliminated, we are not eliminating it, it is getting eliminated by itself. Okay, because the coefficient of x is same on both the side. Are you getting the point? But after that too, what condition that we're getting is actually going to be true always. See, we cannot have 2x minus 2 equal to 2x minus 3. Because if we cancel this out, minus 2 is not equal to minus 3. So this is not true. So this is not an equation at all. Are you getting the point? So I hope you are able to understand the difference between equation and an identical equation. Okay. Like 5x minus 10. This is an algebraic equation because it is true for x equal to 2. 5x minus 10 equal to 5x minus 10. It is always true because whatever value of x you want to put, it is always true. So it has infinite, it is infinitely many solutions. It is having infinitely many solutions. Okay. Remember one thing. Like here, if 2x plus 5 is equals to ax plus b, what are the values of a and b? Now, I can make you explain it by writing it, by comparing, but simple. Come on, try to understand. This will only be true when this and this get cancelled out. This will only get cancelled out when we have a equal to 2. When this gets cancelled out, the remaining should be true always. So b should be 5. You will get the answer. Remember one thing, that in quadratic equation, remember this condition. Okay, quadratic equation acts like an identical equation when a equal to b equal to c equal to becomes always. Remember that, because this zero, I'm going to write it as 0x square plus 0x plus c. And if you compare the LHS with RHS, you will find a should be 0, b should be 0, and c should also be 0. Then only for whatever value you're going to put x here, it will always be. Okay. Now let us solve the question. So first question, if x times k minus 2 for all values of x, this is equal to 0, what is the value of k? So x times k minus 2 equal to 0. This is what, this is being true for all values of x. Now if I put x equal to 1, x equal to 2, x equal to 100, this should always be true. What is that? X into this should be 0. Now this will be true for x equal to 0, because 0 into whatever value of k there will be, it will give me 0. But for other values of x, then I need to have k minus 2 equal to 0 for that. So k will be 2a. I hope you got that. In the same manner, tell me what will be the answer for the third question. What will be the answer for the third question? I'm giving you 30 seconds. Tell me what will be the answer for the third question. Yes. So basically, third question is what? Here you can see that k plus 1 x plus 5 equals to x plus 1. Remember that whenever they give you two equations equal to each other and the question is based on identical, remember that try to equate the corresponding things. Like if I put ax square plus bx plus c, okay, and if it is equal to 5x square plus 6x plus 6, then this will be an identical equation when a becomes 5, b becomes 6, c equal to 0. Sir, but you told us that ax square plus bx plus c will be an identity or identical equation when ABC should be 0. Yes, but there we had equal to 0 thing. Here we have this thing. Okay, same will work for what? Linear equation also. Like here, k plus 1 times x plus 5 is equal to ax plus k. So this will be an identical equation when k plus 1 should be equal to a and 5 equal to k. From this 5 equal to k, so if I put k equal to 5 here, a will be 6. So what is the value of a? That is 6. Simple question. Okay, got it? What the question number 3? Are you able to understand that how we can solve the identical equation very quickly? Great. So next question, if ax square plus bx plus equal to 0 for all values of x, what is the value? Just told you, a should be 0, b should be 0, and c should be 0. If all are 0, then it won't give us a plus b plus c equals to 1, 2, or cannot be determined. It is 0. Okay. Last question. Last question for the session. Come on. I'm giving you 30 seconds. Please give me the answer for the fourth question. Sir, you always give us very less time. What we should do? You just solve. You can solve it. I know that. That is the reason I give you very less time. Okay, and in the examination, you will feel the importance of it. Come on, solve it. High time, high practice, more and more confidence. Final, the day will come, and all the things that you have done in this preparation that will be utilized on that day, whether you have even read one question in some material or read some one question on a website, you're watching this session, you are solving this question right now, everything will come into the work on that day. So please be honest with yourself. Okay, try to do practice, try to do revision very well. And if you have any doubt, then you can be honest with SATLAS team. Okay, you can come to us anytime and we are here to help. Okay. And I don't think I have to say that again and again because already if you're attending these sessions, okay, of the series that is going on SATLAS, if you're attending them with utmost seriousness, you are getting the idea that okay, how much quality content you are already getting. Okay. And if you by mistake, if you visit the SATLAS platform, let's say if you download the app, anything you do, you will simply be going to explore the whole new level world that is going to help you in the SAT exam. Okay, so I have got the answer D. So good, very simple. What we need to do, sir, you told us that whenever we have two equations equal to each other, they are equated to each other. Then if they're asking for the identity or identical equation condition, you have to equate the coefficient. But sir, we cannot do it here directly. Why? Because sir, we are having x plus 1 and x minus 1. Here we have 2x plus 4. First, simplify it. This will become ax plus a plus bx minus b. This will become a plus b times x plus a minus b. This is equal to 2x. This is a minus b. 2x equal to 4. So here I will put a plus b equal to 2, a minus b equal to 4. I want a. I will eliminate b by adding these two equations. Here I will get 2a equal to 6 and I will get a equal to 3. So answer is not D, answer is C. That is 3. So I hope you got the answer, you got the explanation, and you have got all the benefits from this session, and then you are ready to get the benefits from the upcoming session too. So if you have not subscribed the channel, let me make that mandatory request. Okay, definitely because the efforts that we're putting in. So we have the right to ask you for that. Okay, and you should do that. Please subscribe the channel and please, you can share it with your friends who are preparing it. Don't share it unnecessarily with anyone. We also like the way we are providing the quality content. So we believe in quality subscribers too, which watch our content on daily basis. Are you getting the point? So that is definitely something. And if I talk about the upcoming session, tomorrow you're going to get the session on English language and writing at the same timing. That is 6 p.m. IST, Indian Standard Timing, and which will be conducted, which will be taken by Miss Smriti ma'am. Okay, and she's doing wonderful with the session. So please try to attend her session, and you will get a whole new experience regarding what to learn the exact thing that is actually required in the examination rather than simply reading and doing some I should not use the word but yeah some doing wasteful kind of efforts you should not put here in. Okay, and already it is a very high time, very we are very close to the examination day, so please try to be very relevant with the examination. So attend the SATLAS YouTube live sessions, and then if you have any query you can come and join us in the live session and put your queries in the comment box. And here the team is here. We are here.